we all? We all. How is everyone? How are we all? Sound like a friggin' wiggle. I hope everyone is doing well. Yes. No, you don't need to take a hammer to your laptop, Catherine Stubbs. I was just a couple of minutes behind. I wanted to make a bit of a change to the banner. Hi, Uncover the News, Kristen. As usual, you always do a fantastic job with keeping up, keeping us updated. Yeah. Pootie, Putt was at the opening ceremony. By Winnie. I love that China band Winnie the Pooh because he looks like the Chinese leader. So I've been calling him Winnie. Xi, whatever his name is. I was going to say Xi Jinping, but no, that's somebody else's name. It was certainly not a communist dictator. Why? What is behind it? The Freedom Truck Convoys in Canada. Okay. In Canada, why is Trump and GOP so interested? I can tell you now, it's one of the strategies that they're thinking about to disrupt supply chains and put pressure on Biden's government. That's what I'm getting. Oh, interesting question. Just have to put this down. It's driving me nuts. I'm running out of. I've got lots of questions today. So back to the book. Will China invade Taiwan while Russia does Ukraine? Oh, that's an interesting question to ask. Yeah, but the thing is, they weren't burnt. They were kept by staffers who had no political agenda, who knew what their job was. Hi, Shelby Lisa. It was lovely to see your mum join us yesterday with the spooky special. Yes, they were. Wasn't eating it. January 6th to 12th. Normally I would do around the globe, but I'm going to just stick to the US at the moment. There's so much US stuff to read through. Yeah, hi, Judy Malley. My scar's playing up, guys. That's all. Just a little bit. Oh. I'm just going to put a little bit of cream with almond oil on my scar. It's okay. Can get very tight. Oh no, I don't have to take paper out first. Okay. On the left side of my face. Here. Goes up under my hairline where it spreads out like a river system. It's yeah, over 35 years old. It's carpet. Sometimes it just plays up. So almond oil, nice. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what they did. Yeah, because they knew that, you know, that's, yeah. So there's a lot that Trump thought was destroyed that went to the archives. And they've been piecing them together ever since they went there, you know. They didn't just sit down after they were called. After the minute those bags got there, they started piecing these documents together. What is DeSantis doing with Justice Thomas? Oh, I saw something about that. I was going to watch it, but I didn't watch it. Neil Gorsuch spoke at the Federalist Society. Oh, what about Pence coming out and saying Trump was wrong? He had no authority to do this. Apparently, several of Pence's aides, a couple of his aides, senior aides, are talking to 1-6. He is going to talk to them, whether it's behind closed doors. And they've pushed the public hearing back to May, which is a bit of a disappointment. Anyway, lots to do. First, I want to just send a quick prayer out to all those who are suffering from illness. Universal Spirit, please send loving and healing energy to all those who are battling illness of any sort, and that their hopes and dreams for the future will be able to be met. Please send positive, yellow, loving energy to all the children. And please send healing energy to all those who have lost loved ones. Okay. Wonderful news about little boy in Madagascar. He's out after 5 days trapped down that well. They were able to get him water and stuff, but not any food. But he's out. They got him. Great news. Wonderful story. And yeah. Yeah. Now, there's so much. I was watching the news before, and there's so much coming. So Trump, Pence, he started speaking out. Yes, she should be the Queen Consort. That's it. And if Queen Elizabeth says that, that means she's fine with it. Other people grow up, you know. Flynn, multiple draft orders. How much trouble is Flynn going to be on? Ron Johnson. 2018, he had $1.5 million in donations. When he put in his report for 2021, he was only able to garner less than half of that. So he is running against the Democrat Lieutenant Governor of Wisconsin, Mandela Barnes. So will Mandela Barnes win? Will Georgia turn purple? That's something I've been wanting to look at. Hi, Human Generic. Hi, Travels. Catherine Stubbs. Now, the RNC, it's the Republican National Conference, apparently. Anyway, not Congress. They have censored Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger. And I think, hi, Anne. Oh, he passed away. I've heard that he was okay. Well, we'll see what happens. But I saw him being carried out. So, but he could still have passed away even though he was successfully rescued. Well, we'll have to, yeah, prayers for that little boy and his family. Yeah. I think they're like, yeah. And the fact is that people go, oh, people in, where is it, Liz Cheney comes from? Wyoming or her state, were going, oh, no, she's a traitor. But the fact is, she's elected by one district, okay? And she has raised over $1.5 million in her campaign, while her opponent, Trump-backed opponent, has not even reached 500,000. I think that's telling, okay? I think that is telling that no matter what the rest of Wyoming think, or the rest of the state thinks, her district is behind her. Adam, I really wish he'd change his mind and run again, even as an independent. Will he run as an independent? I get an idea that he's not going to is the GOP done? Okay. Will more GOP speak out? Will Mitt Romney grow some balls? Oh, false elector plot. I'm going to leave that alone for today. I've already said Pence is going to talk to the committee. There was a 10-minute call between Jordan and Trump on the day of the riot. Will Clark get immunity? Jeffrey Clark. Okay, so there's so much to go through. Hi, Eleanor. How are you? I'm so happy you can join us again today. Will there be free? Yes. I've got yes. That's why Trump and the GOP are looking at them so closely. Oh, my goodness. So much to do. Let's have a look at, firstly, it's so much US today is going to be a lot of the US. Okay, but we'll have a look at those other places as well. So let's firstly look at, did Xi and Putin meet to discuss simultaneous raids? I've got to cut right on top of my finger there, so I can't do my normal thing, so I'll be shuffling a little bit extra today. Hi, GMAR5. So shuffling is going to be a little bit longer and a bit more awkward. No, I don't think she does believe her. She loves her dad, but while she's showing support, she's kept relatively quiet. I think she knows, because she was brought up chiefly by her mother, that she has, the few times she has been there in Trump events, I think she's felt it hasn't had good repercussions. So I do think she does distance herself a bit more. She doesn't believe her father's retired. Hey, Sheila, my dear, how are you? So, did Putin and Xi, Page of Pentacles, it was an opportunity to get together under the guise of coming and watching the Russian team march out and all that. It was an opportunity that they felt was too good to ignore. So they did get together and they did have a chat. But also the Page of Pentacles is also about disruption. So they did talk about their how they could possibly help each other out. Yes, they talked about ways to increase momentum with getting what they want. This is the Chariot, increasing momentum. Putin wants the Ukraine. He feels that if he can get the Ukraine, it will be even easier for him to go after Estonia and those other former states in Georgia. Hi, Sandra Henderson. So looking at, and Xi wants Taiwan, but there's more too that Xi wants. 9 of Cups, yes. Didn't know this before, but there's been a long history of tension between the two countries. They are not natural allies, China and Russia. China's not going to go for Taiwan. They won't. There's too much of a build-up of US forces on the carrier fleets and all that in the US, and it would be very easy. I'm getting that there's such a build-up. It's because they're aware that, one country could use the other country's actions as a diversion. So they're putting enough people there that I think that they could deal with both situations, and they're aware of that. And that's the reason too for the build-up in Germany, Poland, Romania, of the Allied forces and the US forces, is that it frees up the ones over in the Western Pacific in case China decides to do something. Yeah, manipulation. So they were discussing things too. 4 of Swords. I think that at least one of them is going to pull back, and that's China. No. US is hedging their bets with sending troops to Europe and then having that huge presence in the South China Sea, Western Pacific area. 3 of Cups. Oh, isn't that such a sweet card? Angel Feather is Sheila Inquisitive Tarot. So, yeah, for those of you who might be confused, hi Michelle Mabel. She changed her name. So, so 3 of Cups support. So they are looking for in which ways they could support each other, but they are not natural allies, apparently. So I think Putin put pressure on Xi to speed up his plans for Taiwan so that he could take advantage of that with the chariot. But I don't think Xi's not biting. In fact, over history, apparently, they're more likely to fight each other than they are to work together. So very interesting. So, that's really interesting. What else do I have? Freedom truck convoys in the US. Somebody asked, will there be freedom truck convoys in the US? And I said yes. And Trump is going to stoke that fire. If I haven't said hello, guys, it's just simply because I haven't seen your name there. So when I see your name, before I go any further, hello to all my lovely lurkers, and hello to the people who choose to click on my videos after they come up. I really appreciate that you do that, and I hope you enjoy them. And give us a thumbs up, guys, and stuff like that. But I really appreciate that you guys support me, continue to support me by watching the videos, even if you don't catch them live. Yeah. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady. Hi, Rondell. How you going? How's it over in Queensland? Is it still wet? We have a lot of supply chain issues at the moment with 300 kilometres of our main mail train route. Knocked out, but they've instituted a land bridge, which means they're going to rail to just short of where the washouts occurred, the flooding and the damage occurred. They're going to transfer containers to trucks. They're going to do the 300-kilometre sprint and load them back on the trains and get them into Perth. Hubby was saying, and the answer he don't question is, why don't they just put it all on trucks? And then he realised, yeah, no, the bulk, yeah, you know, they can get just the bulk of stuff. So, thank you, GMA5. Thank you. Okay, let's have a move along. Pence. He also said was un-American to vote to overturn the things. So why is he speaking out? Hi, Erie. You're in New Zealand. Oh, that's lovely. I have several friends in New Zealand, and if you guys are watching, which I hope you are, I'll have to let them know that happened. Yeah, how is it over there, my darling? And welcome. Always lovely to welcome you, new names and new people to the chat. Okay, let's see. Let's go have a look at Pence. What's going on here? First, I'm going to go through the deck because, you know, me as usual, when I try going for cards back in the deck, half the time I put them in the wrong way around or upside down. they end up all over the place. And I'm like, I'm sure I don't have reversals, but of course there are because I yap a lot and not often what I'm doing. Your right hand is in a splint, so you can't talk. Oh my goodness. Ouch. Oh. That's all right, crazy cat lady. If Tarot Stash is here, or Ben from Benefit Tarot, I have to find both your channels, my darlings, and I will. Go and find them, and yeah. Rondell, what do you know? I know that there's high school politics with the text gate. What's going on? Nice and cool for a change. New PM. Are you talking about Australia, my dear? Because I agree. Or are you talking about Jacinda? I can do Frydenberg in a pinch, but not Dutton. Oh, okay. Okay, Erie, that's fine. Tell Ron I said hello. Big kiss. Oh my God. Jim and Generic, you took a tumble on the stairs 4 days ago and hurt your shoulder. Oh, please rest. Take care of yourself, my dear. And you too, crazy cat lady Farley. Yes, I'm going to have a look at Trump's week in a minute. But Pence, what's going on with Pence? Is he going to continue to speak out? After radio silence for so long, I think he was just giving Trump enough rope to hang himself. I think that's why that was. Well, I do know he was in shock and traumatized for quite a while after the incident. And so why is Pence speaking out now? He feels it's time. It is time. It is the start of him coming back into the political arena. And reconnecting. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you, my darling. Thank you so much, Sherry French. And reconnecting. So this is why Pence came out and used this Federalist Society. He is testing the waters a bit too. Yes, for him, he came to a crossroads moment. Could he continue with the radio silence? And I think he's always intended to talk to the 1-6 committee. He's just but he decided that no, this is the crossroads moment. It has to be done. He always intended to do it. He's not as milky as people seem to think. Would he be a good president? He's shown he can do the job. But would he allow his personal beliefs to impinge on the job? That's the bit that. What's his advice to take into the future? Continue to step up. Continue to step up as an alternative leader for the party. That's the advice for him for the future. No, I don't think if he ran for president, he'd get the nomination. Or if he did get it, I don't think he'd win. But I think he's more about re-establishing better leadership for the party. And then he'll look at his own political agenda. So it's the first step. I said the first step, the page, the foundation of the new direction he wants to go into. So his advice for the future is to continue to step up and say these things and play the role he should. And that includes talking to the 1-6 committee. What's at the base of this? I've just got the corruption of the RNC. Just them paying money to pay Trump's personal legal fees and things, and it's he's realised that Trump is bleeding the GOP dry, and when the RNC dry, and when they've got nothing left to give him, he'll turn on them, and he knows that. Haley McEnany, has she flipped? She held a town hall with Gorsuch. They could get a court order for them. So, what is the near-term outcome, the shorter-term outcome for Pence, and why he's done this? Surprising amount of support, more than he actually thought he would get. He's committed the ultimate sin by saying Trump was wrong. I did not have that power. And thank you, Crazy Cat Lady, Barley. And he's also said to support overturning the government like that was un-American. And I think he really, I think he shored up. He knew he would get some support, but I think he's going to get more than he actually thought he might. I think he sees himself as an alternative to lead the Republican Party in the next few years, but I don't know if at this stage he sees himself as a presidential candidate, but at least into 2024. But strength, he's actually got a lot more strength, and it took him a while to come back. It really did. But he's strengthened his position in the party. the fact is that he believes he should, and it's his constitutional duty to talk to 1/6, and he will. But it's probably going to be behind closed doors. This is definitely a change. It's the start of a change for him. Nine of Cups. It went as he hoped it would go. What's the ultimate outcome for Pence? Oh, wow, a new start and a new place, in a much surer place within the party. So I think, don't be surprised if sometime during this year you see Pence becoming more of a power player within the party, and he wants to salvage the party, but he knows he can't do it sitting in the background, keeping his mouth shut about what happened. Hey, what? How you doing, my dear? He felt it was time to speak out. The fact that two of his aides are speaking to the 1/6 committee, he will speak to them, but it's not going to be public. It will be behind closed doors. He's been very private about this. I think what he's doing by getting out and doing this speech is he's putting a warning out there. What he knows, he will be talking. I think he deliberately kept away from any planning process for the rally because he didn't feel good about it and he wanted plausible deniability. So, is the 1/6 committee going to give Jeffrey Clark immunity? Because they said, there's a possibility of a witness getting immunity, and then they showed Jeffrey Clark. He doesn't want to go to jail. He has serious health concerns too. So, he might not be the nicest person in the world, but he does have serious health concerns. So let's hope that he's able to deal with those the best way possible. Will he get immunity and flip? Just a pretty simple yes. I don't know what happened to make him do that, but I think he realised the precariousness of his position with that letter in Georgia, draft letter to Georgia, because they could, King of Cups. I think he's talking to the Georgians. Yeah. We'll talk to the 1/6 committee. He's going to have enough problems with Georgia. And so if he's fully open with them, it might help ease for him to go in and cooperate with Georgia as well. Won't say too much more on him. Yeah. Well, he was due to appear, what was it, December? Late November, December, but he had to go to hospital. He was actually taken to hospital directly from the capital. So I think that I do think his health is big in this decision, what he's going to do. Well, Kaylee McEnany flipped, or has she flipped? The Federalist Society is no small potatoes. They're indicating that they will support Pence. It's a shot across Trump's bows. Well, Kaylee McEnany flipped. She was hosting a town hall there at the Federalist Society conference. I'm getting yes. What's going through my mind was she came in quite late in the day and she left and then was replaced for the last few months by somebody else, wasn't she? Stephanie Grisham or someone? I think she's feeling like she was played for a fool. Yes, she's come out and spoken a few times, but I think she's starting to think that she was played for a fool and that she was stupid and seduced by the glamour of it all. Basically, I think she had a bit of a growth spurt. Is she supplying text? Yes, she is. I think she's felt a little bit betrayed. Don't know why, but it felt, look, time to let go. I can't move on with my life unless I put all that behind me. And that still doesn't make her a pleasant person or a, but she's looking to make some changes in her life too. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if she does flip and hand over those texts. As to all the planning and stuff, I don't know that she really has that much information about it, but she may have been in contact with people who did. Let's have a look at Trump for this next week. I saw an air fryer advertised today. James's friend, he bought one. And yeah, they're not cheap. You can put rotisserie in them and stuff. Make sure I put them. Cut right on top of my finger. Trump, this coming week for Trump, I'm getting not so good news. I'm getting the RNC is going to, they're going to be surprised because I'm getting backlash on them from grassroots Republicans. You know, Okay, let's see. Trump, Sunday. Looking back, nostalgia. I'm getting like brain fart situation, not like mine from the other week. Nostalgia, sort of like a bit lost in a nostalgic fog. Interesting. What's on his mind? Nostalgia. I'm going to do what's on their mind, what's on his mind, his environment, and contributing factors for the whole week for each day. So Sunday, looking back at past times, it's going to be on his mind. What's in his environment? Feeling embattled and gathering resources, looking around, where can I get more resources? Where can I get more resources? I think he was a little bit disappointed with the rally, with the results of the rally. I think he was hoping to get more money out of it than he did. Interesting. Contributing factor. It's like strategies. Normally it's very decisive, but that's not today. So embattled, very decisive. Well, not Sunday. And he's failing, the contributing factor to it, he's failing to look at the whole picture. There's factions starting to emerge. Almost everyone who's in the House at the moment, they're gutless. And most of the senators, but there are a few who are standing up. And in this Federalist Society thing, he's because he's also so focused with him, he's good at looking at the bigger picture and making shrewd decisions, but and making decisions on that. But also he ignores the things that don't go. He just lashes out and be nasty about people who don't support him and gets nasty about things that don't go his way. I think people are getting a little bit tired of that petulance. So let's have a look at Monday for him. Compassion, can you tell me about Trump on Monday? What is on his mind during the course of this week? Hi, Deborah Costro. Ooh. On his mind. Tower moment. Wow. This could be Pence coming out and saying, and also apparently DeSantis is fighting back a little bit. This is a real tower moment. Something is really going to dominate his mind on Monday. What's in the environment? The Nine of Pentacles, getting everything he wants. Or deciding who he has to trample on. He's trampled on a lot of people. And I think that's starting to come back. Oh, good, good. Thank you. Tess Cody, I think is the Australian girl is. That's great. It's pretty awesome, that slope style stuff, isn't it? I was watching the moguls last night. Congratulations to Cooper Woods, Trevor Jovic, Trevology. He's got a Eastern European name, and people were just calling him Cooper Woods, which I think he's probably okay with, but I think it's a bit disrespectful. Trevologic or something. It's a hyphen name. Congratulations, Cooper. Commiserations to Matt Graham, but honey, you broke your collarbone 7 weeks ago. You've done an amazing job to get back there. Congratulations also to Brodie Summers, the other Australian who got 8th. He was in the top 12 and he came in 8th. Honestly, just to get into the finals, amazing. Cooper came in 6th. Good on him. Congratulations to the winners, to the medalists as well. Yeah. Curling, interesting. It's really strategic, isn't it? Anyway, off track. He's had to cancel. He stood on a lot of people to get where he is. But this is also coming to getting near everything he's going to get. I think is in his spot. He's gotten everything he's going to get. He's not going to get any more, if you know what I mean, and that's in his environment. And what's the contributing factor? Again, a 2. His ability to manipulate people and to sway people. More and more people are leaving those rallies dissatisfied with what they saw and heard. So his ability to, that's definitely a contributing factor. On Tuesday, Wednesday. Guys, tell me Wednesday. Tuesday. Please tell me about Tuesday for Donald Trump. Oh, the Lightyears deck is a really good deck, Eleanor. It is great. So, okay. What is on Trump's mind on Tuesday? Oh! I don't think this week is going to be very good for Trump. An unavoidable and irreversible change on top of the tower on Monday. Whoa. What's in the environment then? The rule of law, stability and the rule of law. Oh my goodness. Definitely his coup attempt. And it was a coup attempt. Oh, you don't have to get a grand jury to indict Trump on things. The DA could do it without a grand jury, but I think the grand jury adds extra weight behind it. There's some big impact things happening to Trump this week, and they're not very good. The rule of law in the environment. And I definitely think this is his coup attempt to destabilise the country. What's a contributing factor? Oh, my God. Wednesday, justice is a contributing factor, a balancing of the scale, and it's not going to be in his favour. Wow. Oh yeah, I always support New Zealand too. Yeah. So just Wednesday is a big impact day for Trump. And it's not about lessons for him because he does not learn lessons. Tuesday. Okay, please tell me about Wednesday for Donald Trump. The thing is, all of this stuff could happen, but it could be behind the scenes and we don't see. I'll have a look at this a bit later on. I'll go back to Tuesdays and see if it'll be run out in public. But yeah, let's have a look. Wednesday for Trump. Regaining some balance. These are major arcana. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana cards. So temperance, an attempt to regain his balance, regain his footing. Is going to be on his mind, what's in his environment. Surprising news, an emotional news. What's the contributing factor? I don't think it's going to be good news. The right, the insurrection. Guides, please tell me about Thursday for Trump. Thursday. He's got no idea what's coming down on his head on Monday, on this week either. Okay. On his mind, abandonment. Going to be on his mind. People abandon me. No, they can't abandon me. I will abandon them first. Is he thinking about running away? What's in the environment? Investigations. Contributing factor. Deals. Okay, I don't. I think New York might be coming down on him, but there's also news going to be coming about the 1-6 Thursday. Thursday is thinking about run away. Guides, highest truth and compassion. Please give me some insight and clarity. Not just reading to Donald Trump. On Friday. Oh, momentum. He's got big impact things. Is this a storm momentum? I'm not sure yet. Or him running. Victory. No, it's not about victory. It's about momentum. Thank you, Shelby Lisa. I really do appreciate that you guys donate to me and stuff. I really do. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. What's in the environment for Trump on Friday? The lid coming off things. I feel like you're going to need medicating. Thank you for that lovely compliment too. What's a contributing factor to Donald's Friday? Resource money. Okay. Okay, sweetheart.
Caffeine.
Oh, yes, please.
Those cards
Hi,
are very
Linda
pretty.
B. Okay.
Those cards are very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Very colourful. Oh,
Saturday. Guys, can you please give me some insight into Saturday? This is going to be a big week of changes, and not necessarily good changes for Donald. It feels like he's just going to get his breath back on Wednesday and things are going to start happening again. Everyone's saying hello.
hi guys. Hello.
Saturday. What's on his mind on Saturday? Chaos. 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 He said hello. Chaos on Saturday is very much on his mind. Charging forward. He's vengeful. This night, on the flip side, is a very nasty, vengeful person. He's going to be determined to make life as hard as possible for his perceived enemies. And I think there's going to be a few added to the list. I think Pence is already there. What's in his environment? Oh, an opportunity that he might want to take advantage of if he's smart. Hi, Jean Nizolowski. How are you, my dear? And contributing factor to big secrets coming out. And maybe strategies and putting strategies and plans into motion. This is a lot of high impact cards for Trump this week. A lot. I put 27 cards out of a 78 card deck, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major arcana. And the first 2 big negative ones for him. Is this going to play out in public or behind the scenes? Let's have a look here. Is this all going to be? No, he's not. He's not going to run for president. I think he's been told he's not going to be around then. I think he knows what's going on. But he's still milking people for money, and I think people are starting to realise that. Is this going to play out in public? Maybe. With the Page of Swords there. Wow. What an interesting week ahead for Trump. I think some of it will, some of it will not. February has not been looking good for Trump. I'd have to go back and look at a couple of weeks ago where I looked at February for Trump and see what the second week was, but I can't really remember at the moment. Pence, I think, is definitely considering vying for the leadership of the Republican Party. He's making his move. Leadership of the Republican Party does not necessarily mean becoming president. Okay. On to another member of the Republican Party, Mitt Romney. Is he going to grow some? Why am I asking this? You are. He'd need it. Rona Romney McDaniel has got a lot of trouble coming her way. I just got running through my head. Pence, I don't know. Maybe he might put his hand up. As I said, he has shown he can do the job. And stand up and do the right thing, but that doesn't seem to matter much with Republicans at the moment. Mitt Romney. He's talking. He said he's going to retire. He said he's not going to contest the next election. I don't know how old the man is. Oh, no. What a heartbreak. That means she'll be out of contention unless she's got other runs to do. Oh, well. Mitt Romney. He's got a 2 of Cups commitment. His commitment to his party is very deep. Hi, Barbara Rosa. Hello.
You might want to keep it away from your portable hard drive.
I was going to get the portable hard drive in it, pretending it was a Tim Tam, and then suck the liquid through.
I can't top that, sorry.
He put the coffee down on the little coaster next to this. This is what he was talking about. I haven't got it plugged in or anything.
Your American viewers might not appreciate
Okay.
Tim Tam reference.
Okay, we have a biscuit called a Tim Tam, and it's an Australian tradition with coffee. You get a cup of coffee and you get your Tim Tam.
Hold the hard drive up so
And
you can demonstrate.
what you do is you bite one corner off a Tim Tam and you bite the opposite diagonal corner off the Tim Tam, and then you dip the bitten corner, one of the bitten corners, in your cup, and you go and you suck the liquid through the wafer and the liquid and the stuff, and
Chocolate.
yeah, and the chocolate and wafer and biscuit and all that, and yeah, the Tim Tam Slam, I think it's called.
I don't believe it. You mind if I turn this off? It's on my screen, so.
Oh, was it? Oh, thank you. Please do. Okay. What's on the bottom? About time some things came to light. It's about time he shone some light on some things. And it's like he's got to start doing more than just howl at the moon. Brandy wouldn't hurt that mix. Or Irish whiskey. Oh, Shelby Lisa wants to see your arm. Shelby Lisa wants to see your arm.
Wow, there's nothing wrong.
Come in here.
No.
They want to see a body part. God damn it, show them a body part. No, he's shy. You know he's shy. Oh yes, I did get the 119 side, the 119, the 911 side. It is so cute. Yeah. Yeah, so commitment. He's deeply committed to his party. But he knows that there's got to be an end to this sort of crap too. What's his challenge? He's planning on retiring in a few months, but there's still so much that has to be done. What's his advice? Hi, Julie Saint. Hi, Geek. His advice is to readdress the balance redress the balance. His advice is to bring things back into balance. And I'm really thinking that that is the voting laws. That's the advice. Whether he will take it or not is another thing. Hi, Travels. At the base of this reading, insecurity. He's feeling really insecure. He's not running again, so I don't know why he's feeling insecure. The outcome, defeat for him. Yeah. He's facing some backlash, I think. What is this backlash? What's that backlash? Why is he facing backlash? With the Five of Swords. I think he's had second thoughts about retiring, and I think he explored the idea of running again, but the news is not good. Why is he facing backlash? Oh, there's definitely a tower coming towards Mitt. So will he, on his way out, support voting rights? He's indicated for ages that no, he wasn't going to. But will he flip? And will he do that on his way out? Five of Cups. There's a need for him to move forward. He can't change what has happened in a lot of areas, but he can make some progress and cross that bridge. 10 of Cups. He can leave a better legacy than he would leave now. Hi, Gary. Penny. Yeah, he might. Gary Penny might be a troll. So if you're not, I apologise, but I think he might be. He might have been. His name might have been co-opted. So, yeah. So he's really thinking about his legacy. He's not happy with the RNC. He's talking to a couple of his other senators. I said on his way out, will he support voting rights? And I think he's definitely considering it, and there's a good chance he might. But, you know, would it be in time for the election? I think Pence this is just the first step in a campaign for Pence. You're going to see more of him. Honestly, for a long time, he just didn't want to have anything to do with it. He was severely traumatized. Wouldn't you be? He needed time to get over that. So it's not all about him just not wanting to, you know, get on Trump's bad side or anything like that. That was a huge trauma. So, yeah, he could still be a jerk, but I think he knows he's got to step up and move beyond all that. Is Morrison too scared to announce an election date? I think he feels that if he announced an election date now, it would be overshadowed by Techsgate. Annie and I did a reading on Morrison yesterday when we were talking to each other, and yeah, not about him. You think if Trump is ever going to be gotten rid of by his own party, they need people like Pence and Romney and others, senior men, to step up. They need them. So they need them to step up and be stronger than the weaker members. I still think the RNC is in a lot of trouble financially. You cannot have a country that is run by one party continuously. You may as well have an autocracy, or you know, or a dictatorship. You need oppositions, and you need decent opposition. So that means you have to, when a party has gone rotten, you need to cut that rot out of it and then start rebuilding with the frame. Pence is careful and quiet and a planner. You will hear more from him, and you need to. Yes, I know. Is there going to be? I've got that written down. Is there going to be any consequences for Jordan for that? He lied to the Rule Committee, lied to Congress. You fancy that? Oh no! Don't forget, he is anti-choice very much, but he's country first, I think. So. Jim Jordan, how much shit is he in? Pardon my French. Yeah. Jim Jordan, is he going to get into trouble? Lying to Congress. Mr. Hierophant, maybe. The rules and doctrines that are very clear with Congress, and he's broken them. Oh, Ten of Swords, Long Dark Night of the Soul. He's continuously been doing things over the years that showed time and time and time again that he's not fit to be where he is. And I think this just might be the thing that tips it all over the edge. The Empress. And that's a big yes. You can't trust him. He is a real weasel. he should be taking, his job is to represent his district and take care of them and make sure they get what they need from the government. But all he's ever done is take care of himself and put himself in a position of power. He's just trampled on the people. New Zealand has fallen. Oh my goodness. That's the pressure of the games for you. Offer, false knight. His continued allegiance to the false knight is just, and is he in trouble again? Yes, big time. Not going to talk about his health, whether he's hyper or not. New Zealand in second, Australia third. Okay, well, that's good. At least they're not out of medal contention. Let's see. Thank you, Kristen. Is he in trouble? Yeah, definitely. He's a liar and a deceiver. Secrets. Shallow, stupid person. This is him. And Trump has no respect for him. Absolutely. Yes, it's the best scores out of 3 runs, yeah. Trump absolutely has no respect for him. Is he going to flip as well? So there's opportunities here for him to start telling the truth with the Empress, opportunities to start telling the truth. Untrustworthy. He is a terrier. I don't think he will. I think he'll just be disappointed, but I do think he's got a heap of trouble coming his way. Those politicians are weasels. True. Hi, Margelle. Did I say hello, my darling? Another episode of Karens in the Wild. Poor old Karens. They really have been. If I haven't said hello, guys, hello. You know, people pop up when I'm reading and I don't see your name, so it might take a while. So don't think if I haven't said hello because I sing you. I'm not. Okay. We've had a huge drop in temperature here overnight. It's gone from like 39, 42 degrees in Perth down to like 27, which is a big drop. We knew it was coming, and that's played havoc on the barometric pressure. I was hoping to go longer today, guys, but I'm going to cut it short because I've got some asthma coming on. So what I'm thinking is I might come back this evening for a while to do a Sunday morning. And so I think I'll come back on at about 9 o'clock tonight and do another session, which is 8 o'clock. I might do it 10 o'clock, which is 8 o'clock Eastern time. And 5 o'clock Western time, 10 or 9 o'clock Eastern time. So I'm going to go take a break. I can feel it I'm going to need to go and take some Ventolin. But what I'll do is I'm going to come back tonight my time, and I'll do another session, which will be Sunday morning your time. So it's just started to get a little bit, finding it hard to get my breath and stuff. So I'm going to go take care of that. So I'll be back in a few hours. 8 a.m. Eastern time in the US, which is 9 p.m. my time, and I'll come back then. Dan or Shaw, I hope you guys can join. If you can't, that's understandable. I just should go and take care of this. I don't want it to get better. Japan has fallen. I thought that was many, many years ago. Bunny Russell, yeah. So look, guys, I'll see you in a few hours, Sunday morning, and yeah, I can really feel it getting a bit harder to breathe. So I'm going to go and do that. It happens when there's huge, big changes in barometric pressure for me. I don't know why, but it does. So I'll see you later on tonight, my time, okay? And we'll come back and we'll do another hour and a half. So take care. Get a good night's sleep and be ready for some more stuff tonight. Okay. See you soon. Bye-bye.